care is being taken to prevent further injury. Now the paramedics are here to identify from the burning vehicle. She will be taken to the back of the ambulance, and the medics will continue the emergency treatment. Since most deaths from extensive burn injuries involve airway complications rather than the burn itself, a large tube will be inserted through Tanamai's nose and down into her windpipe. Through this tube, paramedics will assist her breathing and administer 100% oxygen. Two large IV lines will be established to help support her circulation and blood loss. Paramedics must wrap Tanamai's arms and facial area with clean, wet dresses to support the fluid flow. Paramedics will aggressively treat her many other injuries, trying desperately to keep her alive until she can be transported to the trauma center at the Columbus Regional Medical Center.
Lieutenant, where y'all taking her? To the medical center? Actually, is she all right? She's stable, or what was the deal? You know what's wrong with her? You think she's gonna make it, or yeah, it is? Okay, the other one didn't make it, right? Do you have any ID or anything on her? Probably it's realistic how we ask all these questions and try to do the job. You know, y'all about done?
She ain't got no ID access to her.
Okay. She's burning about 60% of the money. Jacob, let me ask you something. Smell alcohol, how much is that? Two. How old are you? 19. Second Georgia, we have a zero tolerance law for under 20. Take a deep breath, blood in this one, because I'll tell you to stop. Okay. Jacob, right now you're going to be in arrest for driving under the influence. You can write no sign, anything to say, with the use of court law, your right to return, and have you present now or any time you're placed in the use of your rights.
The law enforcement officer's primary objective is to protect the crash scene, even though he must consider the safety of the victims, rescue personnel, and bystanders. He will gather evidence of the use of court, try to determine what caused the crash and who may be responsible, and he will determine what charges will be filed against the driver or drivers involved. Jacob was driving from an afternoon party. Jacob became intoxicated as he celebrated with alcohol. He has yet to realize the consequences. The coroner has arrived. After officially pronouncing Sonia dead, he notes the apparent injuries that may have caused her death.
The day I died was an ordinary day. How I wish Jacob had been more careful. I remember how he kept begging us to ride with him in his new truck. I knew Jacob was acting strange, and he had probably been drinking, but I didn't want to make him mad at me. I was scared to ride with him by myself, so I asked my best friend Tana Maya to ride with us. We were so excited school was over and we would be graduating soon. No more homework, no more high school. We were enjoying our freedom and having fun. It doesn't really matter how the crash happened. I wasn't drinking or taking any crazy chances. I just wanted to hang with Jacob and Tana Maya. The last thing I remember was hearing a deafening crash and a terrific jolt. Glass and steel flew everywhere. I could smell smoke, and then there was a fire. It was so hot. My whole body seemed to be turning inside out. I could hear Tanny screaming for help, but I couldn't see her. I heard myself scream. Suddenly, I awakened. It was very quiet. A police officer was standing over me. Then, I saw a paramedic. My body was mangled. I was saturated with blood. Pieces of jagged glass were everywhere. Strange, I couldn't feel anything. Hey, don't pull that sheet over my head. I can't be dead. I'm supposed to graduate next week. I'm only 17. I'm supposed to grow up and have a wonderful life. I haven't lived yet. I can't be dead. Later, I was taken to the morgue and placed in a cold drawer. My parents had to identify me. Why did they have to see me like this? Why did I have to look at my mom's eyes when she faced the most terrible ordeal of her life? Dad suddenly looked like an old man. He told the man in charge, "Yes, that's my little girl." The funeral was a weird experience. I saw all of my relatives and friends walk toward my casket. They passed by, one by one, and looked at me with the saddest eyes I had ever seen. A few of my girlfriends touched my hand and cried slowly as they walked away. "Jacob, get me out of here. I can't bear to see Mom and Dad so broken up. My grandparents are so racked with grief they can hardly walk. My sister, she's like a zombie. She moves like a robot. No one can believe this, and I can't believe it either. Please, don't bury me. I'm not dead. I have a lot of living to do. I want to laugh and love again. I want to sing and dance. Please don't put me in the ground, please. I promise, if you just give me one more chance, God, I'll be the most responsible person in the whole world. All I want is one more chance. Please, God. I'm only 17.
She was burned over most of her body. Her hair was gone, so were her nose and her ears. Her eyes were scorched, and she was almost completely blind. The fingers on